square boxing. Let me see. We in here. All right. We got the no eagle. Nothing like that. We up in here. Yeah. Haven't seen y'all, Sir Hussein, forever. With all these great discussions we had where we needed y'all, Sir Hussein, in here. Now he's finally here. The missus must be okay with Eagle again. Sorry about that. Sometimes we get salute to us, y'all, sir. Sometimes we get in these discussions. I know how the missus might not like it sometimes. Yeah. They don't want me exposing certain things about guys. But that's all I know. I know guys. I don't know girls like that. I grew up with a bunch of sisters and cousins that was females. I don't know girls. I mean, I know them to the point that, I know how you can, get their attention and stuff like that. But after that, I'm dead in the water. Because they switch up so much. No, don't worry about it. We're not gonna try to have conversations that way the ladies get. I try to keep the ladies entertained too. We don't want to get them too upset. Oh, that damn eagle. He got an eagle on him. No, it's not like that. We come to have fun. So everybody has to understand that. That's why we're here. We have to have fun. He said it was last day today till New Year's, so I had to sort of quiet a few things out. You had to sort a few things out last week. There you go, brother. Whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Sometimes we gotta sort things out at times. So that's what we do. That's what guys are good at. Guys are good at sorting shit out. You know what I mean? It's better to just keep yourself some pocket change if you got a girl, and if you're serious about it, just give her the money. Give her the money and give her the list of shit that we got to take care of. And that way she will appreciate you a lot better. Oh shit, that's all we got to work with. Hey, that's it. So you got to stretch this $1,000 for however you can stretch it. The problems of working for your own self. Oh man, please don't even tell me about the problems about working for your own self, man. Because right now I am definitely in the red if I look at it like that. Yeah, most definitely in the red. I made me a spot of tea. Is this a spot or is this too big? I don't know. I got to show y'all, sir. Is that too big for a spot? Is that considered a spot or is that like a half a gallon of tea? It's quite a bit. I just wanted to try. I tried everything. I think my blood, I don't have the best blood. I don't think I have the best blood, so I'm always working on my blood all the time. Everything I take is for blood. I think none of us do, man. Especially if you was in the military, your blood is probably screwed up. Yeah. Derek Bailey in the house. Derek Bailey said salute to Eagles way up. But y'all, sir, said that's a That's a whole damn mug, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's a whole mug, yeah, brother. Derek, can salute at y'all, sir. Y'all, sir, right back. Salute, fam. Make Derek Brady. Yeah, it is a big ass mug. That's why I asked you if this was a spot of tea, because I don't know what a spot of tea is. I said, yeah, because you guys already know how big my hand is, and this is the and that's the this is my mug that's comfortable for me. Now this is I look at stuff like this, like mugs and plates and shit. I look at them different than other people look at them. When somebody said that's a big plate, I'm like, for me, that's just like a normal plate. I feel like most places when I go get food is like, that's like a saucer. I'm like, that ain't no plate. You know, so I like to make a plate, even if I don't eat that much. But what I will do, if it's a small container, I might fill it up too many times, man. Because when I eat, it's like all you can eat. When I eat my food, I feel like it's all I can eat. I mean, I fill myself up. And granted, I don't eat all the meat. I don't eat all that meat and stuff like that. But I just fill my plate up. It's like, yeah, I got to have a full plate. It's hard for me to even have stuff like drinks. Like if I have juice. I remember as a kid, I used to drink a lot of juice. But shit, I'll drink juice. What the hell is juice? And it's true because a comedian, I think it was Dave Chappelle, was talking about juice one time. One of them, it might have been Dave Chappelle or somebody was talking about juice. It's like, what the hell is juice? And we didn't know what juice was. But the difference is, I did know what juice was. I don't know if Derek can relate, but I knew what juice was when I was growing up. But we just didn't have juice very often. They were killing us with a thing called drink. That's what that was the big thing when I was growing up. Everybody had a drink. Everybody had like a drink. And that shit before. See, you guys ain't old enough. You guys ain't from the end era. You know, when they got into like the 80s, I would say probably mid 80s, something like that. But before that, probably from the 40s and 50s and 60s, they had these things called cans. You guys know what cans are. You know it because they have canned food still, right? They don't have very many. I don't think they have very many canned foods anymore because they come in pouches. But they used to have canned drinks like juice. You used to get juice, but it wasn't called juice. It was called drink. You used to be able to, you get orange drink. Like, oh, shit, get some of that orange drink. It was fortified. It was sugar, corn syrup, and fortification, color. Probably had no juice in it whatsoever. It's a damn shame. But that's what I grew up on. So they start off. I'm surprised I'm still here, man. All the shit that I grew up on. I grew up when they was doing all the experiments, like when they was making up all this shit to kill us with. That's when I grew up. I grew up with all this shit that they was killing people. Well, they do it even worse now. So I feel even worse for these children now because it's even worse now because they're growing up on cardboard. I saw this. It was a special. I'm going to read what y'all got. But there was a special where, and just to keep ourselves safe today, I'm going to say there was a company, and I'll say this for it. I'll say it was a pizza company. So there's a pizza company, right? They have specific pizza scientists that work on the most disgusting toppings and stuff that they can to see if the consumers will consume it. And as soon as I heard that information, I started having flashbacks. Because I had just went past an article. There was an article to where they was talking about, they were just showing, well, not just an article, but I was just watching like clip after clip of people cooking foods and making shit. And I was realized, I said, wait a minute. Just 10 years ago, not even 10, that they was putting bacon in chocolate. Because I remember when I was a baby, when we had chocolate, there was 3 types of chocolate that I remember. There was a dark chocolate. There was 2 dark chocolates. One was sweetened, and one was like halfway sweetened, and then there was milk chocolate. Now, in that chocolate, they had either they had nuts, but they either had peanuts or almonds. There's nothing else. But now they got red peppers in the chocolate. They're mixing all these foods up. And so that's why I had the flashback. I was like, wow, that is true, because they put bacon in chocolate, all kinds of shit in chocolate now. They see all kinds of stuff in chocolate. But to go back to what they were saying, so the scientists said that they're actually making a pizza now that are different pizzas and stuff. They got one that got some kind of slime on it and strawberries and all that type of stuff. They're going to see if people actually eat that. So they're actually experimenting to see what people will actually eat. And some of the stuff that they're putting on these pizzas is not even food. And you're sitting there just devouring pizzas and shit. And it's not even food. You're better off making your own. Well, I suggest not even using regular flour if you're going to make. You know me, I'm going to tell y'all, use kamut or use spelt or something. Don't use regular flour. And just use fresh tomatoes. Only use tomato sauce. Use fresh tomatoes. Slice them shits up. Put that whole, cover that whole bottom with those sliced tomatoes. Matter of fact, you can cook them a little bit first. You can cook them down and then use that for your topping. You know, with your fresh basil and all that. But I was like, to be honest, I was kind of shocked. Because I know that they do certain stuff to us, but to have scientists, that they actually have scientists working, because I was always wondering, I always have this discussion. I wonder how do they come up with all these different treats and all this shit? Why is there so many of them? And if they don't, if the consumer don't eat them, they'll get rid of them. They won't. Like, go to the aisle and you look at certain what we call potato chips, y'all, sir. You got certain potato chips and all that. So there are certain companies that they more or less hold the market on that. Like, you might see a brand that you've never seen, but it's only like one bag. They got one spot. And the other one is consumed by this one maker of chips that more or less floods the market. And people can't wait. And now people have to have the hottest. I seen a challenge today where they were eating the hottest peppers. They had some of the hottest eaters eating like the hottest peppers that they could ever be eaten. And I was like, damn, are you serious? And they starting off at like 10,000 Scoville, whatever. That's where they started at. Then they ended up at 500,000. You had people tapping out once they got real high. You had even the hottest eaters was tapping out like, nah, this is too much. But it's not even that. You get $1 million. But people don't even know that that's a health risk from allergic reaction, and then plus your body you can have a heart attack eating something that hot. Or your body can shut down. Eating something so hot is like you eating liquid fire. And you know liquid fire, if it's liquid on the way in, it's going to be liquid on the way out. Yep. Okay. There. Yeah, y'all start asking if you seen Morrell acting all, he guess he was acting kind of on the fruitish type side with Big Raleigh. He said, laughing out loud. Y'all, sir, we still get canned foods and drinks. Oh, y'all still got cans? We don't have cans no more like that. But we got canned. Okay, I don't know because I don't buy it, but we used to have a juice. There was a juice that came in the freezer. I have seen some, but I haven't seen any lately. I don't shop in that section anymore, so I don't know what they have in there. I don't know if they have the frozen. But we used to have the frozen juice, and it wasn't like a can. It was made out of paper, and you just tear there's a little plastic tab you tear off, and you put that in like cold water. But a lot of times you put it in cold water, it won't mix. But you got to take one of those little a whisk and like chop on it and mix it up. You got to mix the hell out of that thing. I see Derek way at the bottom starting some shit. I'll get to his little comment in a minute, though. Okay, Derek said, no, I haven't seen the video at y'all, sir. Yep. Me personally don't like any canned foods. No, don't eat that canned stuff, man. You can eat some cans. I eat the cardboard boxes of, like, I get coconut cream. That's about the only thing that I get in cans. Any other cans I throw out. And else's powder or something like that. Some kind of powder, I might get it in a can. But most of if it's not powder or something, I don't get it in a can. Anything else is like a protective can for something, another bag in there or something, but not like liquid. But I do get tomatoes in a tube. It's made like a can, but it's like toothpaste. Comes in a tube like that. It's real thick, and that's all it is. One ingredient, just all tomatoes. They just cook them and put them in that little tube, and you just squeeze it out. Squeeze it out like toothpaste. It's real thick. You can thicken up all your sauces and stuff with it if you want. If you got tomato base. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all sir said man acting all fruity and shit. There. I would have been. I wouldn't be surprised that y'all sir. Yeah, it's a lot of shit. Okay, so potato chips equal crisp in UK. Okay. And he's crying loud at mess. Derek said, "You got your tree up, Eagle." Yeah, my tree's up. Where's my tree at? Let me see. I think it is. Let me look around. I'm looking around for Derek, y'all. What do I got close to a tree? Nah, brother, it must not be up. The closest thing I got to decoration for is my holiday skulls that I had up when I had my little party for online. That's it. Eagle's not doing no trees, man. This is my tree right here, around my neck. Okay, Derek said he remembered that. Yeah. Derek said put a picture on your story on IG. Yeah. I sent you. Oh, that's what I wanted to put up on here, Derek. I gotta send it over here. Can you probably can't send it, huh? Now, I sent Derek a very important good thanks for looking out. I don't know if you meant to do that. But on IG, I sent Derek a clip of Wilder explaining about Tyson Fury. And hopefully you understand what he was saying, Derek. Hopefully you understand that we talked about that before. But can you tell me what you got out of it, or did you pick it up? You said put a picture. Oh shit. Let me hold on just a second, y'all. I left my phones around here. Hold on a second, brother. Oh, this game done switched up on me again, huh? Let me see something. Yeah. Because I actually had to send, I sent that to you from my other account that I don't use. I ain't pussy from the back. So baby, take a ride with me, and I will feel all your fantasies. And when the rain starts pouring down, and all the love. You know, one thing I don't get, I don't know, I'm not gonna really talk about it, but I don't get a lot of these girls, man. Sometimes that. This one, I think I sent you. So I think I sent you this from the other side. I don't know if you said don't have a picture. So I sent it to you again. But anyway, it's a clip. You said put a picture on my. You know, I'm not good at this kind of shit, man, because I don't use it enough. I'll be forgetting, brother. But Derek said put a picture on it. Let me see. Okay, put a picture on it. Yeah, I just sent you that. So I sent you that clip again. So in that one, I shouldn't have to put a picture on that one because it's not part of it's not on my story. So. Yeah, but if you actually listen, If you actually listen to what is, yeah, if you actually listen to what that clip is saying, and here it is, y'all, sir. Um, these people want me to work. They want me to, help them with some advertising. But the dumbasses, they didn't give me, they never sent me the link to set up my payroll with them. I'm like, I'm not about to go work for y'all for free and shit. Oh, we'll get that paperwork in. Man, really? Okay. We'll get the paperwork in. You bet the paperwork got to be done. The paperwork got to be done before I go in. Okay, Derek said, yeah. He said, I just got it. Yeah, so on this one here, yeah, but listen, Derek, we talked about this. You said hopefully that Usyk can do something to nullify that. But listen to what Wilder's saying. Wilder understands. That's the point that I'm going to make right now is Wilder understands what happened, how Tyson Fury beats him, but no solutions. Remember, we talked about the solution, how he can stop getting beat by him. He got to be the matador. Let that big bull come charging in and trying to hold on and throw him. You know what Joe Frazier would do to you if you tried to hold him? Joe Frazier throws your ass off of him. Yeah, he gets it now, but how long did it take? But he got to get him off. Get your ass off me. Just like if you fighting somebody, get your ass off me. You're in a fight. Even if it's a professional boxing match, but you're in a fight, get your ass off me. Get off me. However you got a shoulder. That's what I was going to break down about Crawford. I didn't want to tell nobody that, but I'm going to show you some of his little sneaky. I'm trying to get these clips together, and you're going to see his little tricks, what he does. A lot of stuff that I don't think works on Errol Spence. Works on a lot of fighters, because these fighters they're not elite. They're just good fighters. Yeah, you can get away with a lot of stuff on good fighters. Like Wilder is a fair to good fighter. He is a premium puncher, like at the top. He's a premium. When it comes to punching, he's a premium puncher. He has a pretty decent IQ. His IQ, it has to be a little bit better than average, but here's the problem when you have an average or a little bit better than average IQ is that you miss some of the subtleties that you need to have far as your IQ when it comes to like big name fighters. Then even if your adjustment process doesn't work out for you, and that's what happens with him when he fights Fury. It doesn't work out because he starts to see him and he's in awe of him. Yeah, he's even bigger than me. It's only 2 inches, brother. It's 2 inches taller. It's not. Everybody acts like he's a foot taller than Wilder. No, you're 2 inches taller. 2 inches. That's it. That's how much taller you are than him. And you might not even be that much taller than him because Wilder's tall. But 2 inches. It's just that you, like he said, you're enveloping him with all that weight. And he's letting you know, this shit, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Okay, you know what the problem is now, so you got to know what to do with it, Wilder. Get his big ass up off you. Yeah. You said Wilder's problem is, was and is, he knocked everyone out. He didn't have an old veteran to fight that would take him to the distance. That's it. And not just this. See, with Wilder, when you train Wilder, and I don't know shit, but I feel like when you train Wilder, you got to grab people that are going to do all kinds of shit to Wilder without letting Wilder know. So Wilder, we're going to work on this. Don't let him know. After you work on his whole skill set, then you put you get him 3 sparring partners. And you put them all in there to do dirty shit to him. Not to hurt him, but just to do shit to make him uncomfortable. You know what I mean? To see if he's actually learned the lesson. You got to have somebody leaning on him and holding him and shit. How's he get out of it? If Wilder goes in there with Tyson Fury with the same kind of disdain that he had for Stavern on the second fight, if he goes in there with that same kind of disdain, Tyson Fury has no chance. If he's like, I don't care what you do, I'm whooping your ass up off me. That's the way he looked at Stavern. Like, he put his hands down to his side and then just fired off because he was just in a zone. He was in like, I'm whooping your ass zone. You know what I mean? That's what he has to be like when he fights Fury. He has to be in that same, he has to put himself in that same mindset. Like, oh, no, you're not winning no matter what you do. Wilder didn't have those fights where he had to do something different. Yeah. He was able to just oppose his will eventually. Derek Bay said that's old school training, Eagle. Yeah, it's only a few people left that's going to be able to do the old school shit, brother. It's not a whole lot. It's all different, because I've been in gyms on the West Coast, East Coast, and Midwest or whatever. I used to see, just the different techniques and style, how they used to go at it and stuff, and even overseas, different gyms. So, which a lot of the stuff that I grew up with none of it's around. I have zero. My history's been wiped off this earth. With maybe the exception, probably my elementary school is still standing, but everything else is gone. Like even one of the temporary bases I was at, military posts, it's gone. Matter of fact, one of the permanent stations I was at is gone. Maybe more than one permanent station. Yeah, Derek said I was about to say that. These trainers don't do that. No. Yeah, you got to put somebody in there that's gonna do some controversial type of shit. You can't you don't, once you let your fighter know what he's working on, then he gets complacent. Like, okay, I'm gonna work on this. And it's like a dance, like you know every step. That's fine. Let's do that, but then let's throw somebody in there that he knows nothing about. That this guy is just gonna be trying to rough him up and grab him and shit, make him complain, and that's what you want. Because once you got the fighter in there complaining, that's good. That's a good thing. Because then now you can see what you got to work on. You said, look, you got to stop complaining. What do you do? So that way, as they're sparring, you can ask the questions of what do you do to get out of this situation? What are you going to do? How you get off those ropes? High guard or what? High guard, put some elbows up, do a little push. A lot of fighters are using this space here. A lot of fighters are using this space. I have used it on the street. A lot of people are using this space, Derek, to do this. A lot of fighters they blame Mayweather Mayweather was pointing it up, but he was like, this is his action mostly, and that type of a guard is knocking punches down with this hand and turning them and making them deflect off the shoulder with this arm, like boom, like boom. You can block it back like this. You can let it bounce off the shoulder. You can put an elbow up if you're on defense. You can put your elbows up. Who said you couldn't? But your ribs are open if you leave them. If it stays like that, but you could pop it off like that. Both hands like that. But mostly it's that elbow. That elbow is that's a good move, the elbow. But you got a lot of fighters that's actually throwing punches and they're using the elbow afterwards. Raleigh tried that shit on Tank. So Tank actually has a hard ass head. Because Raleigh, a lot of people don't understand that Raleigh hit him with an elbow. And then you got a lot of fighters that a lot of people are thinking are elite, and they're using elbows and stuff in a lot of these exchanges. And you gotta know what you're looking for. That's all there is to it. You just gotta know what you're looking at when they throwing all these elbows and shit like that. But Wilder is one step closer to becoming champion again by just knowing and just having information that he has. But he has to sit down and he has to ponder, how do I avoid this? Now, maybe every technique that I use is not, maybe that's not going to work, but I'm quite sure it will. At least stepping to the side will and running his ass off the ropes, make him waste all his energy. Because as soon as you let somebody lean on you, and it's going to wear on your back, it's going to wear on your shoulders, it's going to wear on your legs and your knees, if you let them stay on you. But if you flip them off you all the time, make them keep chasing you. You got a good back foot, make him run into something. If he wants to come charging in, let him make him pay when he comes in. You're going to come in, you're going to get hit with a right. Anytime you come in, you paying for it with a right hand. But let's see, let's play it. Let's see what let's play it because everybody hasn't heard it. So let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know about this shit, so. But we'll see. I see too many people like a lot of these people, these girls and stuff is crazy how I see them and they go through all these surgeries, man. It makes my stomach sick. It's like, you guys don't need all these surgeries. Why are you going through all these surgeries and stuff? Doing too much. Doing way too much.
What makes him, I think, gain more success and stuff like that. When I see him and Usyk, I see how they cheated Cunningham with that clubbing. He laid his weight on him and then he grabbed him and clubbed him and stuff. I can see him doing the same thing with Usyk, putting his weight on him and stuff like that. I do think Usyk has more skill, but when it comes to the size and stuff, I don't think Usyk will be able to compete with the size or the hanging and stuff. But who knows? You know, that's just my opinion. Very size is what makes him, I think, gain more success and stuff like that. When I see him and Usyk.
Yeah. So he's just saying why Tyson Fury has the advantage over a lot of fighters. He didn't say he has like the highest skill set because he thinks Usyk has a better skill set. And see, that's what I was trying to tell her a lot. I'm always trying to tell people. I said Tyson Fury does not have the best skill set. I said you guys are mistaken. His skill set is, and I'm gonna be honest with you, his skill set is actually declining. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell this. This is the truth on him from what, in my estimation, for what I see, Derek, is that he's not really worried because he's. What he does is he wants to just only use his size. Of course, he can jab you. He wants to disrespect you, come through you, lean on you, throw his jab and clown around. And see, what you got to do is you got to catch him. That's how you catch a clown. You catch a clown when they're clowning around. That's how you got to catch Fury. Catch his ass while he's clowning around because that's what he's using. He's gaining all kinds of belly and back fat. And he's letting people, that's kind of dangerous for him. I don't know why he's doing that. Because he doesn't want to condition himself. He just wants to do cardio. I don't know how he's eating. I don't know how you eat to get your body looking like that. I used to weigh more than him, and I didn't look like that. Damn. Matter of fact, I showed y'all a picture when I was 265. I didn't look like that at 265. Are you kidding me? How you get like that at 265? Hey, you ain't doing no training. I wasn't even doing that much cardio or nothing. I was hardly doing cardio. I was just pulling that iron and shit up. Come on. It's like, come on, stop it. So that's what he's doing. He's just gaining the fat. He's gonna work off. He's just because he's in disrespect mode. Like, oh, none of these fighters can deal with me. I just got to. It's my skill set. My IQ. But has shit to do with his IQ. It has shit to do with his skill set. It has to do with his dimensions, his size. It's his size difference And I'm gonna tell you, I give it his attributes for his size is he's not really slow. He's not slow. He's not the fastest, but he's faster. He's way faster than you would think as somebody at that height. He's faster, calculated the jab. He will keep a jab on you. Will move around. Will do, weird shit in the ring. But what you got to do is you got to use your asset. You're not as tall as he is, then use your height. Everybody has a height advantage. There's no such thing as like a height advantage like he's taller. Okay, so you got a height advantage as being tall. I got a height advantage of being short. And I got long arms. You remember that Sonny Liston had the longest arms in boxing history. And he was just like 6'1", something like that. He was not 6'9". Somebody like a Fury, he would have cracked him and kept cracking him. A lot of these older fighters, man, they tell you that they don't play that. They didn't play the same games that they play now. They'll know how to get you off. They know how to get you off of them. But like I said, he's working off of, I'm better, I'm superior. That's what his mindset is until he gets KO'd. And he probably will. If he stays in long enough, he will get severely knocked out, like severely. If he stays in and somebody actually trains and understands, oh, I ain't letting this big ass fall on me like that. He's not going to do me like that. I'm gonna switch it up. Just think if somebody was as smart, had the intelligence, they don't have to be his size, but everybody's actually bigger than Mike Tyson was about 5'9" or something like that. But just think about it. Even if you're 6'4", and you got that kind of a style, Tyson Fury's not gonna beat you. Because every time he missed something, you coming back. And that's the key to beating him, is when he comes with something, you got to get back at him. Yeah, Derek said, yeah, he got fat and used his size. That's it. What kind of boxing history are we going through right now? Where people just get fat and use their size? That only makes, he's the butterbean. He's the professional butterbean style now. And Butterbean was just heavy. He was not tall. But he'd take anybody in that couple. What was it? What was this fight? 3-round fights? I think he had one long fight. Didn't he fight Larry Holmes? Speaking of the older fighters, I finally seen the clip. I used to hear about this all the time. I'm sorry I didn't get it, Derek. I should have captured it. I should have saved it, but I can't even remember where I saw it. It might have been on TikTok. I finally saw the footage. I think it was from that aircraft carrier or something like that, or Navy ship, where they had the ring up there. It wasn't a ring, but it was like a room, a deck that they had cleared out. And Sugar Ray Leonard was sparring with a Navy amateur. And the rules was, Leonard said, "Don't hit me in my face." And so the guy that was sparring him, the amateur that was sparring him, says, F that, and hits him in the face. And so Sugar Ray Leonard, he got mad. He's like, okay, that's how you want to do it. And you could tell by the way he was walking around the area that they was boxing at that he was mad, because Sugar Ray Leonard, when he got to this point where showed nothing but total disdain for you, he had a certain way of going after you. He wouldn't even put his hands up. He just start walking after you and that's how he was doing. He was like, okay. And so he hit the guy to the body, and I know the guy kind of like, oof. And he made it almost another lap around their little boxing area, and Sugar Ray Leonard caught him to the liver, and he went down. Yep. And that's all. That goes back to the same thing, like with Jack Johnson and was it Ketchel? I think it was Ketchel, right? Was it Ketchel that did that to him? Where he knocked Jack Johnson down. Jack Johnson came back and knocked his teeth out. Yeah. So that and with that point being said, that's the difference between boxers today and boxers yesteryear. While they're getting so much greater now and complaining and not fighting, yesteryear they would fight no matter what. Shit, that's why they came back out of retirement. Yeah, Joe Frazier came back out of retirement and got a draw. She's like, you youngsters ain't doing what y'all supposed to do. What the hell y'all doing up in here? Y'all can't fight. That's sad when people come out of retirement and fight professional fight, not exhibitions like some people do now. Yeah. Damn shame. It's a damn shame where we at. Okay, so let's go into it. Let's get into the 135 a little bit. So what do you guys see? What do you guys think? Let's try to stay away from Tank Davis and Ryan matchup. So what would be a good matchup at 135 for you guys? What matchup would you like to just see? What do you think would be like a good fight? That's a good fight. Would Teofimo Lopez, would that be a good fight against Shakur, since Shakur's coming up? I say Kambosos and Martin. What do you guys think? Kambosos, Martin, Lopez, who did I say? Lopez versus Stevenson, since Stevenson's coming up. Haney versus who? Haney Lomachenko. I think those are all good matches right there. Haney Lomachenko, but I don't think Loma's gonna fight Haney. He already showing that he's scared. He already talking about that Haney's a heavyweight. He's like, oh shit, I gotta fight this guy. He's gonna be in there running. But then again, you can run. You can run in the boxing match. You can run, but there's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide. You can run, but you ain't hiding nowhere. And we're getting to the point in 135. It would be nice if all the divisions was like 154. You imagine how lit boxing would be if all these damn divisions was like 154. 154 is a no smoke zone. Just like I said, man. Like I said before, I don't know how Danny Garcia is getting along in 54. He must not be making no negotiations with nobody, because 154, you can fight somebody at 154. They ain't got no problem. At 154, there's a lot of people you can fight. Yeah, he ought to just go on and fight. Go on and fight Fundora or something. I want to see Danny versus Fundora. That's what I want to see. Yeah. Yeah, Derek said he seemed to be flaking out. Yeah, he done turned into a straight snowflake. Yeah, but if you want the titles, yeah, you got to do something. You got to do something. But I think those would be 3 lit fights right there. But if we can get these divisions, like I said, we can get these divisions to act like 154, which is the division of fighters. That's the no smoke zone. If you don't want no smoke, don't go to 154, because you might just get one fight and that's it. Danny Garcia, you got your one fight. So now you got to fight somebody. That's not a division to go messing around in, because you got too many people that, yeah. And don't count people like Castaneda. Don't count him out. Don't count him out. Derek said Danny wouldn't fight Fundora. He ain't fighting nobody. Who is he gonna fight? We both waiting for news on him. We both waiting for news on him, Derek. Who is he gonna fight? Who is he fighting? So, wait a minute. Who you fighting up here? You up there? Who you fighting, brother? Yeah, where you at? You gotta look with the binoculars. Where's to find Danny's ass? Where Danny? You gotta be with the binoculars. Oh, there he is. Oh, he way out there. He not even on the regular ship. He on a dinghy in the middle of the ocean talking about he fishing. He fishing for big fish. No, you're a boxer. Big fish is on land. When it comes to boxing, your big fish ain't out in the ocean. Like Terrence Crawford tried to throw that shade and everybody had so much fun with, oh, he was just, boo, 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 boo. And then he didn't make the fight. End up fighting all the nieces in them. All his niece end up fighting somebody named all his nieces in them, like Derek said. All his nieces, all them nieces in them. All the nieces in them. Oh my goodness. Oh, Bud fighting all the nieces in them. I don't know. It seems like the contract for Bud is just gonna be all jacked up because they don't understand how it works. When you have your more or less your negotiator that he more or less tells you, hey, you stick with me. I'm gonna be able to negotiate the best prices for you. I'm gonna set up other things for you so your boxing career is not gonna just end with just whatever you got paid in boxing. We're gonna set up other stuff. I hook you up with people that's gonna get you somewhere else so you can get investments. That's like same thing. Wilder says the same thing. And I don't know the man. I don't know Al Heyman, but it seems like somebody who to stick with. Because I'm gonna tell you, this is the truth. Whether you want to listen to it or not, if Al, not Al Heyman, but the other Al, if he was so great, why do so many people leave him? Think about that. Why do so many people leave him and get all confused and everything else? Right? Think about it. Everybody has all these promotional companies and stuff, but they don't seem like they really making all that kind of money or whatever. And from what I can tell with the Earl Spence, it's like not Earl, but the Bud fight, that from the money that they made, it seemed like he had to get every dime. Like nobody got any profit off of that. And they talking about how good they did. Oh, we did way more. They did better than what they expected. I just don't see it. Maybe they did. But if Bud has his own way of generating money and to skip out on the biggest fight of his career, you don't have any more bums to fight, Bud. You have nobody else to fight. If you don't get the Earl fight, Earl can do what he wants to. He got all these straps. Even if he let one strap go, he still got two straps. You let your strap go, 0. Now you don't have shit. I think you dropped the ball on that one because I don't know. Maybe you guys are gonna go ahead and fight. You should, because if you guys don't fight next, I don't really see it happening. And I don't see Earl signing anything with the company that you're with. I just don't see it. It just don't look good for you. I think you made another bad decision. In my estimation, you made another bad decision, and you're gonna have to pay for that. And I don't think there's no more bums or people that we don't know. You can't fight all the nieces in them anymore. So who you gonna fight? You're gonna have to fight Ortiz. You're gonna have to fight Boots. You're gonna have to fight somebody. We're tired of your excuses. We're tired of. I'm tired of people acting like you did so much because you didn't stop everybody at welterweight. Who the hell you didn't stop? Sean Porter was already gone. Earl had already, beat the life out of him. He wasn't even prepared for you. I don't even know how he was fighting. You can tell he wasn't prepared. His father said he stopped the fight because he wasn't prepared. Now, why would somebody stop a fight because somebody's not prepared? And not just that. And who you beat? Horn. Okay. But you got a lot of people that you didn't fight. You didn't fight Keith. There's too many people that you didn't fight. You got too many. You ain't fight Danny. Why you ain't fight Danny? I heard y'all fought before in the amateurs or something, right? How come you didn't fight him? He should have been your first call out. I don't know. It seemed like you conserving your. When I look at you and listen to you, it sounds like you conserving a lot of energy for some reason. Like you conserving, like, oh, I got to get this fight. You're not that special to think you're gonna get anything you want. You're not gonna get it. In my estimation, maybe things have changed and you can get what you want, but I just don't think so. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that part right there. They said if you can't get a title at 147, what can you do at 154? Yeah, you can't get a title at 147. What you doing at 150? It's like, and I'm listening to Charlo sometimes when he speaks. I mean, he's not that emotional. He's telling you there's, just like somebody else said the same thing, that boxing is divided in divisions for a reason. They divided by weight for a reason. 154 pounders are going to hit your ass. It's going to be more like heavyweight power. 154 is going to be more, it's going to be like light heavyweight and cruiserweight and heavyweight power at 154. And I've seen a few fighters that got chin checked at 147 to where they couldn't even handle the power at 147. Now, Danny Garcia, maybe he can. I never seen him get I seen him get buzzed, but I never seen him get knocked down. So maybe 154 he can handle it, but we got to see him do something. I just want to know what the next move is for Crawford. Just listening. Just be sitting back, waiting impatiently like everybody else. Yeah, Bud don't understand you got to sell. Bud think everything's supposed to just come to him because his name is Bud, because he's on pound for... See, that whole pound for pound shit got him messed up. That shit don't... And that doesn't stay with us that long. When you start talking about pound for pound, it doesn't stick in our mind. If you ain't selling tickets and nothing else, it don't stick in our mind. I didn't pay for the fight. I don't even know if I'm gonna get the fight next weekend. I probably will though, because that's my new little favorite little baby nephew right there is Tank, because Tank be cracking me up. He making me laugh, man. And plus my people, from that area over there, Derek, where y'all from. So, I got to, I got to roll with him, man. I got to roll with little Tank. I want to see what Tank do. Tank go out there and put that smash down on somebody. Yeah. Bud could have fought Mikey Garcia. Yeah, he could have fought Mikey Garcia. And I don't think he would have done as good. I don't think he wouldn't have done what Earl did. Because I don't think Mikey wouldn't have been scared of him. But see, Mikey, man, like I said, this whole thing is set up a certain way, man. Look, I've been around long enough so that I can tell when there's certain kind of tensions and stuff. When you are making things racial and stuff, I can tell. I'm just watching. I'm watching your resume. I'm watching who you fight. Mikey made it racial. I'm telling you, man. In my estimation, he made it racial. He made it racial. I've been around that shit all my life. I know he made it racial. Like, oh yeah, can't no brother whoop me. He made it racial. I know that's what he was thinking. They all the same. Yeah, I'm gonna whoop all of them's ass. I know you was thinking that, but you couldn't. Yeah, you ain't never got knocked out, but you was so close to getting knocked out that, I'd rather go and take the knockout than to get the beat down like he got. You might as well get it over with, Derek. Shit, this gonna knock my ass out, man. You know what it feels like to just get punished for that long? Your body's punished, ribs, kidneys, back, spleen, liver, heart, lungs, diaphragm, intestines, stomach, hip sockets, ribs. I think I might have covered shoulders, neck, chin, ears, head, eyes, nose, lips, spinal column. Do you know what that feels like to just get all that stuff beat up? Huh? To get all those things beat out of you. Oh, La D is in here. She said, Asante. Kawasai. We see you up in there, Queen. Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to say he survived. Yeah, just fighting just to say that you survived. Why Derek get so many crowns and all that? I don't care about no hearts. I want my crown. I'm the king up in here. Wow, imagine how Mikey felt the next day after the fight. Oh yeah, he tried to play it off because I know what Earl does to you. You see what he did to Ugas? He broke everything in that man's. He broke that man's rib, his eye. Come on. He had that man. And that just shows that Ugas got heart. Thank you. Dear Lala DK, but she said something. She gave me my crowns. Not the 5 for Christmas. We about to go until a new year next weekend. 8 more days, right? 9 more days. We got 9 days. 9 days. Think about that. 9 days. We be in 2023. I'm gonna try to have a new look in the background for 2023. We'll see. I already have it, but I just haven't decided to put it up yet. And I didn't decide if it was, if I wanted to have it for my show. I was like, I don't know. Are the people on my show worth me doing it? Are they worth it? Yeah. But yeah, if we can get all these divisions to act like 154, we'll be in boxing business. Boxing will be a business. You know what I mean? And just have a broadcast forum. They need to change the broadcast forum to where it's either cheaper. It's cheaper to where people aren't going to want to steal it, or you're going to have to make it to where it's really hard for them to steal, like harder, because right now it's not hard for them to steal. But get these fighters out there. We need these fighters to fight just like at 154. At 154, there's too many bodies in 154 that's willing to fight everybody. I'll fight them. They always on that I'll fight them stuff. But right now, you got all these fighters trying to protect the old. You got a lot of old fighters right now. I think Cruz is still got an old. Tank still got an old. Haney still got an old. Stevenson still got an old. Who else? Ryan still got an old. A lot of these fighters still got an old. 147. Ortiz still got an old. Bud still got an old. Earl still got an old. Boots still got an old. So some of these olds got to go, and they are gonna go. If you fighting a championship fight and you got two olds in there, somebody has to go, and yes, there's a draw. You say, do I have a fetish necklace? No. I got my warrior beads on. This one here, this for men here. Makes you stand up straighter. Listen to that. That thing's heavy. That's heavy right there. Yeah, you can use this for a KO if you have to. This one. Then I got one from my brother. He gave me from my family from another tribe that from Marunga tribe. He gave me like a blue one that I use, the little small one that I usually have on. No, I ain't got no fetish stuff. Yeah, but don't be using up these excuses, your work excuse, why you don't come and see Eagle. You got to come see us every once in a while. They're going to be asking about you in here. They said, where Lala D at? See, when you come in and then all your troublemakers aren't in here, because you got a couple of people that's been looking for you. You got some people that come in the chat. Tell her, Derek, you got people that have been looking for you up in here. They start trouble. Ryan, I think Ryan is one of them. Ryan, they start trouble. They want all the smoke. I think, was it Ryan that got scared, Derek? One of them got so scared they said, yeah, you better mod me up, because I don't want to get clipped. Because they knew if you was in here the day that they was talking, they knew that they would have got clipped. Because everybody you love, they can't stand. And I believe it was, I think it was Ryan. I don't think it was, but if I'm wrong about Ryan, it's between two people. I just can't remember. Derek probably remember. It's between Ryan and Al. Those are the two that I remember, because they don't play. Yeah, another thing, they have another restoration if you guys want to look at the Tulsa, Oklahoma. So you can check that out, and it's restored and it's colorized, and you can see what the town folk look like over there in Tulsa. And when I say Tulsa, you guys know what that is. From 1926. Because I think the disaster was in 28. The Black Wall Street. So they do have that footage. Let me see if I can put it up. Okay, I think I can. It's just a short. So they have it under short, and these folks are leaving. They're leaving church and stuff. But you can see they was all busy. Man, please. That make you so happy. Just to see them. But at the same time, you would look and you would see that probably some of these people were actually, murked. What they call it, unalived and stuff, on some BS. And just to let you know another thing, because I don't like to say too much because I don't want to get pulled down, is that a lot of us feel like when people talk about the slavery and stuff, the brown-skinned people were not the majority of so-called slaves. They were not. Believe it or not, whether your belief system is white tea, was most of the slaves was white tea. You just have to figure it out. And once you figure out that things are twisted, I always tell one of my young guys that he loves to always ask me a lot of questions. And I always tell him, I said, you always have to look at this history. I said, you look at it 180 degrees. So it's 180 degrees opposite and then flipped upside down. You see, because they have to twist stuff a certain way. Because even if you believe or don't believe in the Bible explains in Job, it explains the travel of deception. The travel of deception is to and fro and here and there. And that same travel of deception is the same travel of deception that they have you do. If you see a lot of people when they do the cross sign, that's the same thing. That's the travel of deception. To and fro and here and there. That's the travel. I don't want to do it with my hands, but that's the travel of deception. And so you got to undo that. So instead of here and there, now you got to go there and here, right? Instead of going to and fro, now you got to go fro and to. And so once you flip them up and go that 180 degrees, that's why I use the 180 degrees. Once you flip them like that, then you're probably headed for the truth. You're going to head for the truth a lot faster that way. Oh, yeah, Derek said, yeah, it was Ryan. He said, yeah, Ryan goes in on Android. Yeah, I saw that. The one they colorized. Yeah, I just put it up there right now. Look, it's just a little short one. This is a short clip. But they clean, man. They coming out like we need to be, man. That's how we need to be dressed today. But people don't dress like that no more. Everybody, they got their drip. But here's the thing about drip, man, is you can still fake it. But now most of them, I think maybe 3 or 4 chains at the most, little chains, or 2 small chains, 3 small chains, and a fat one, or one fat chain. Saggy, don't fit over your ass jeans from somebody, so you got $1,000 jeans on, maybe $1,500, something like that. You got some shoes on your feet, anywhere from $1,000 to maybe $5,000-$10,000. You got chains around your neck anywhere from a few thousand up to like some high, and yes, you go crazy, 100,000 or something like that. And then you might have a shirt on and a belt, $500 shirt and $1,000 belt. To them, that's drip. That's them looking good. But think about everything that you got on besides those chains is gonna wear out. Ain't gonna be worth shit. All of it's gonna wear out. So why not just? And I would say this: instead of doing all that, why would you spend that much money for somebody else to make your jeans and stuff instead of just going with somebody that can make them in your neighborhood? Have them made yourself and spend less, and you support your neighborhood. Look at Lala D. She said, whoever Ryan is, tell him I said he's an idiot. Oh no, he was going. He goes in. Like I said, he be waiting on you, Lala. You'll have your chance to meet him. You'll come in. You're gonna have your chance to meet him, and you can go off. You can go off on him, because he's gonna go in. I mean, I get into it with him myself. I get into it with him, but I always, I gotta check him every once in a while. Derek, no, I gotta put him on check because he think he gets to me, but he don't. I'm like, no, I just have fun. I said, you guys can say what you want to, but just, when it comes to me, just take it a little easy on me. Don't try to go, completely in on ego. I'm gonna laugh at myself, but it's like, just try to take it a little bit easy on me because it still is my show. So, but yeah, Derek said he from UK. Yeah, he usually, you're right. He usually in here. Yeah, I had to blow him up because I was like, Lala gonna come in here. She gonna get his ass, and she don't put hands on people most of the time when she come in, but she will. I said everybody in here capable. They don't think like that. Not into building the community. Never have been. Oh, UK people can't say shit. Oh, damn, Lala said they can't say shit. Tell them, Lala. Lala D said he can't say. If you from the UK, Lala D said you can't say nothing. She said, don't come in here with none of your foolishness. I'm not playing it. I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't trying to. She doing the head like this right now, Dick. I ain't trying to have it. She rolling the neck now. I'm not trying to have none of that. UK people. No. We in here. We respect the UK people. We got like 3 of them. We got at least 3. How many? We got 3, don't we, Derek? We got like 3 mods, right? We got Yasser, we got Ryan, and I think maybe Al. We got Al or somebody else. So we got at least 3. The pond hoppers. Yeah, they come over here and they mess with us. I don't know what the hell Yasser doing, cause he's halfway banned. I think his wife halfway. His old lady halfway banned him from Eagle. Now, you don't go in there messing with Eagle. I don't like the words, but yeah, if we can get everybody to act like they're at 154, we get some fights. But I think at 135, it's starting to, the screws are being tightened at 135. The screws are being tightened at 147. A little bit at 140, not so much at 140, but 135, the screws are tightening up. So within this next year, we got to have fights. 147, we got to have fights. 154, we don't worry about it. We always going to have fights at 154. But who are we really looking forward to fighting at 154? There's going to be a lot of desperation at 154 because everybody's going to want those straps. But Charlo's not going to fight all of them all at once. But he may try to hold on to his straps for a while. Like, I'm going to keep these straps for a few years. Y'all going to have to fight. When you get to me, it's going to be a lot of, it's just going to be a lot of punishment. I want to see him fight anybody. I don't care. I want to see an undisputed fighter fight anybody right now. Devin Haney, anybody. You undisputed, fight anybody. Yeah, Ryan need to go in on that cheating drug head Fury and that in that Pay, the Pay AJ. I'm gonna call him a Pay. Not PayPal, y'all. Pay. Not the Pay AJ. Yeah, the other guy hasn't been in here lately. That is from the UK. Yeah, it's another one. Send Lala D a picture of your tree eagle. No, she just talked about it. This is the closest thing I'm gonna have to a tree, brother. No, all traditional. Yeah. Oh, okay. She said that's something I saw, a really pretty fetish. I'm going to get it. Hey, are you doing the evil eye too, Lala, or you don't mess with it? They go crazy about that shit here. I haven't gotten any. I was gonna make a few little pieces with that, with the evil eye on it. But they got them on everything. They got them on that. I forgot what they call that arm, that hand. They got them on that. They got them on necklaces. I think they got earrings. Yeah, they got rings, earrings, bracelets. But that's the big thing here, though. The big thing here is and if you guys don't know what the evil eye is, just you gotta look it up. It's a blue eye, like an actual eyeball, the eyeball part. It has a little, but some of them have a little bit of white around them, but mostly it's just a blue eye with black around it, and then the pupils black. So a lot of the girls love that. Oh yeah, that's what they're telling me. Oh yeah, you should do some evil eyes and stuff. I'm like, it don't even sound right. Evil eye. She said, I don't do that Indian evil eye. I'll do a different one. It's all black with a white dot on it. Okay. What's that one called? Oh. Is that the all seeing? That's not the all seeing. That's the eye in darkness or what? Universal eye? I tried it. I don't really keep up on them. But yeah, but I know that evil eye is big. Yeah. I was gonna put it on some of my clothing, but I said, nah. I gotta keep people get so mad even that I have this on there. Not necessarily mad, but your logos, come on. I said my logo is not even as big as look at my logo. It's not even as big as Nike's. This one's on the front. That's not even as big as Nike's shit. Nike's logo way bigger than that. The one on the back is big. Oh, Contra Doju. Contra Doju. I had to look it up. I had to check that one out. I had to check it out. Maybe I'll put it on one of my names. I used to have the evil eye on my name. That people wasn't commenting, but shit, I said, yeah, I got the evil eye on here. Everybody using the evil eye. I said, shit, I use the evil eye too. A lot of things I got to work on. I work on my language and stuff. I was actually writing the alphabet because I had got in contact and got the new language and stuff. I had worked on the alphabet, all the characters and stuff. I was working on the characters and working on the meanings of the characters and stuff. And then I had a tragedy happen, and I stopped working on it. In which the language, you can go both ways. When you write it from right to left, and then you can go back. So right, then you go back this way. So yeah. So I was working on that because something happened to our minds to where we're not in tune, and we got something to keep us off balance. It's not the equilibrium type of balance, but we have something that happened to us that keeps us off balance to where one side, we have a dominant side. Even in boxing, we call it southpaw. From a southpaw stance, or we call it traditional. But and then we have another name for it when a person does come out, because you got some people that did come out right, and they use both hands. And they just call that ambidextrous, but it's more to it than just that, because it has a lot to do with the way that your mind develops too, though. Because you train your mind to do certain stuff for just one side, and then that weakens you on the other side. So I'm trying to. I'm not that successful, but some things I still do left-handed, but I don't do as much left-handed as I should, and so I am training. I'm trying to retrain myself again. It's like I'm too old for that shit, huh? But I'm just doing it because later on I want to be able to, I want to be able to get, in case something happens to one side, shit, at least you got the other side. Yeah, Derek Bailey said, it's the food. Yeah, it's more than just the food though. It's a lot of stuff. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and Moisture Salute, and seasoned greetings, brother. Yeah, so Bruce is up in here. Lala D was here. I think Lala might have had to scram up out of here. But Derek Bailey's here. Y'all, sir. I didn't see Sir today. Yeah, Sir he's out. I was going to come in earlier, as I know you guys got to go out. Not gonna stay on that long, because I know you guys probably got to go out. You guys got to finish up, because this is probably one of the biggest Fridays as far as shopping. This is a big Friday to go out there and get all your shopping done. Bruce Go says, add Lala D. Hey, Miss Rhode Island. Got the anchor up good with the heart. Yep. Derek Bailey. Yeah, salute, bro. Yep. And like I said, I've been talking to y'all, sir. So y'all, sir, is probably out. I don't want him to get in any trouble. Because I know sometimes our topic. Yeah, some of our topics are, they get our discussion gets up there. Shit. You know what, Bruce? I'm gonna tell you something. You said nothing. I'll tell you something, brother. I would not mind. Now I don't know how sturdy this stuff is, but just for the experience, I've never done it. I wouldn't mind, fishing in one of those ice houses just one time. I know I'm gonna have to dress appropriate because my body will go into shock because I'm not used to that shit. I just want to do it. Maybe I'm gonna have to do it just one day. Just one time, just have to do it. Go out on one of those ice shacks and fish. Somebody was just showing me that Texas had snow. Yeah, somebody showed me that Texas had snow. I'm like, wait a minute, Texas got snow? Yeah, so Texas got snow. A lot of places got snow. You guys won't believe this one, though. This is hard to believe. But believe it, it's absolutely true. I took one small video. And I don't know how good you can see it. And I don't know how this happens, and I don't know who this happens to. So I'm not trying to make a person feel one way or another. I'm just explaining what happened. So it could be a thing where people believe it, or they just don't. Simple as that. So you can believe or you don't have to believe. It's just because it sounds weird. It does. It just sounds real weird. I'm looking at myself on the other screen just to realize that, Eagle got that nose. That's why they call me Eagle. I got the right name, man. Got the eagle nose. But anyway, so yesterday there was 2 times separately. I was parked in the parking lot. And rain came down, and not necessarily call it rain. But water came out the sky and touched my car. Like my windshield and the size and everything else. I was sitting right next to somebody else in another car. They was on the cell phone talking. So about an hour later, I was in another parking lot. And these parking lots are about 3 miles, I'll say 3 miles from each other. I was sitting in another parking lot facing, about to just take off. And all of a sudden, water came down again. But it was in the pattern. Like if you look up at the stars, that's what the pattern looked like. It looks like stars. That's how the rain hit my windshield. And so I put it on my talk. I'm like, shit, I'm trying to get somebody's response. Has anything like that ever happened to him? And it has actually happened to me more than once. That was 2 times yesterday. That was more than once. But it has happened all throughout my lifetime that stuff like that has happened. And I'm just trying to get somebody to let me know what sign is that? What does that mean? I know what I always thought it meant, but maybe somebody even has more insight on what that meant. I'm like, wow, how could you be the only person or the only car somewhere that rain hits? Like, I'm like, really? Rain ain't gonna hit nobody but just me? And how does that happen out the sky? How accurate does that have to happen with the wind blowing and everything else? How accurate? That has to be way too accurate for enough rain to just hit you. And I would say it probably wasn't even more than 1 cup of water for the whole car. How does that? That's just, I don't know. You can call it strange, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. But Derek Beatty said, salute at Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz and more. Bruce Gas right back. He said it was a crazy northeastern, nor'easter today. Okay. Trees, boats, all kinds of ish went on by my house today. Did you have stuff coming? So here's the question. Because a lot of times with these trees and stuff, these trees are they're so traumatized throughout the whole year that, and I don't know, people don't look at stuff like, oh, well, they don't have a brain, how could it be stressed? But trees are so stressed out through the whole year that a lot of times when it hits winter, they just quit. Like they just quit because of all the trauma. They just snap in half and stuff like that. And so what I'm wondering is are you seeing a lot of that at Bruce? This is at Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, more. Are you seeing a lot of that? Are a lot of you guys' trees quitting? That actually hurts my feelings when I see that, because I've seen it here where I live at, and not because of the snow, but because of the rain. We lose a lot of trees up here, and where I live at, we lose a lot of trees because of the trauma that they then went through, and all of a sudden, we'll get a storm, like we'll get all the rains come in, and these trees just quit. We're talking about trees that was here when your grandparents was here, when your great grandparents was here. They just quit. And you're like, why are these trees quitting after being here for 300 years? Why are they just quit? Like, oh, I quit. That's enough. And they just fall in half. It's like, wow, I can't believe he quit. And my thought is it's because of the shit that we do. People don't care. They pour oil down the drain. They say that we get all kinds of drugs in our system. If you drink tap water, you get all kinds of drugs and stuff in your system. There's so much drugs. You're taking birth control, you don't even know it. You're taking high blood pressure medicine. You're taking cholesterol medicine. If you drink the water out the sink, you're taking all kinds of stuff because of the way people don't care. There's no city ordinances, any city that I know of, where you have to incinerate stuff that is poisonous. So that's what they should be doing. They should be incinerating all this crap and then filtering it after they incinerate it so our air is breathable. It's not even that big of a deal. Because once an incinerator get up to steam, where it gets hot to the point that it burns anything, you throw something in there wet and it's gonna burn. Matter of fact, I saw a guy, he has a little portable, and I'm calling it an incinerator, that it has like a little battery powered fan on the outside. He said he can start. He throws a couple of straws in there, and that's all he needs. Once he throws those couple of straws in there, that thing gets up to heat, and that thing just starts to frying. And he's showing that he actually throw leaves in there and wet wood. He said, don't matter, it's not gonna smoke. As long as that fan's going, it's not gonna smoke. And it burns just as hot. No smoke whatsoever. I'm like, damn, he can use that indoors because there's no smoke. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah. So Bruce said, yeah, I see many dying trees. Yeah, damn shame, man. Derek Bay said, makes you wonder. Yep. It's like, why wouldn't it be in bottled water also? It probably is in some, but a lot of the bottled water, what they do is they filter it. They use like the reverse osmosis, and they filter it and all this other crap. And the filtering, like the charcoal filter, that does it. The carbon tracks everything. All the poisons and stuff is attracted to the carbon, but that's not the problem with bottled water. It's something else. I forgot what it is, but it's something else with the bottled water. But the sink water, I use bottled water. Like I said, I told you guys before, I use bottled water and then I boil it and then I filter it on top of that. I make sure I clean my water. My water's clean. So if something happened to me because of water, that's just meant to happen because I'm just very cautious with my water. But I still use this regular water to wash stuff, like to wash vegetables and stuff like that. I probably shouldn't. I probably should initially do that, but I should probably wash it with regular water afterwards, like my clean water. But shit, that's a lot of money. That's too much money, shit. I'm not using filtered water to wash vegetables. I guess maybe I should. So maybe I'll go on to do that. Yeah, but I just don't like to see that, man. When I see that, man, that make my heart skip a beat when I see that shit, man. When I see a big tree loses this, like it's take itself out. Because I look at a tree, I'm like, how did that tree just split in half like that? He just quit. Because you guys have done so much stuff to the environment, it said he don't even want to be here no more. Now, what kind of life are you living with where your trees don't even want to be here? We in bad shape, man. These people just don't see it. With all this buffoonery going around, they don't even see stuff around them. And a lot of people never even grew up with trees. If you're in a big city, a lot of times you don't grow up with trees. You grew up in that concrete jungle. There's nothing worse than just knowing nothing but the concrete jungle where you don't know. And there are people like that. There are people that will not drive out of their neighborhood. especially if you're in a certain neighborhood, they will not leave their neighborhood. They stay in that neighborhood. All they know is that little bodega. They know that little corner hoot shop, and that's it. They even then they know where to shit, because they know they go to the bodega. They know they can get a lot of their food there. They can get some groceries there. They can get like sandwiches and stuff like that. That's all they know. Is they little deli, whatever. They got a little deli or a little meat shop, a little sandwich shop or whatever. Little backdoor burger joint, whatever. Soul food. They stay right there. That's what they do. Wow. You know, well, I grew up like that, but then everything changed. Once all the cities started to get gentrified, that's it. And they left, like, the brown-skinned people. A lot of them just got left behind. They took all the businesses away. All of them. There's nothing. So, and this is not black white talk, because I talk about all of them. When I say brown, I just mean anybody. That means anybody. That means white too. Because if you was living there, guess what? It didn't your skin color. I just used the word brown. I like to use brown all the time, but if you were there, and if you were one of the so-called whites or whatever, if you were in that neighborhood, shit, you went down with everybody. You went down the drain with everybody else. You did. You just went down the drain. Now here's something. I'm gonna give you guys a thought. This is what I want to do. I just haven't done it yet, but that's what I plan to do. As long as you can pull up stuff on the internet, make yourself a scrapbook, and it doesn't even have to be like official. Like, it doesn't have to be like, get all the clippings and stuff you can. If you got a printer, print them out. Now, let me give you some rules on that. So what you want to do is you want to search back to, like, for instance, they had a drugstore called Rexall. They had a drugstore that they got rid of in probably, I don't know, it might have been 2000 or it might have been before 2000. They got rid of that. But that used to be the place where you used to get like the real medicines and stuff. Until, and this is a story that I heard, until they realized that, hey, we should be making a lot more money off of this, and we can create a lot more of these poisons and stuff. And another company took over them. So what you need to do is, when you make your scrapbook, that's just one example, but go back and find like the first candies and stuff like that of the 1900s. So you have to do your own nostalgia scrapbook, because all this stuff is going to be lost after a while. It's not even going to be something that, and put a history page on it, like when it started and stuff like that. Because I'm going to tell you, what's going to happen is they're going to take all this stuff out to where none of these people knew what happened. And not just the products, but do the landscape too. Do like the cities, like New York City, 1900s. Look for all that. And do specific, like streets. Do where you live and stuff like, do that. And then pass that down. You know, that's what you pass down. You pass down, like, and then other histories and stuff. You got to pass that down, because all this is going to be lost, and these kids ain't going to know nothing. Matter of fact, even a big one is the Twin Towers. You know, get that. So get pictures of the Twin Towers when it was around, and see what's there now. Times Square. Do a lot of different areas and put that together, because if you don't have that compilation put together, these generations are going to always think that things were the way they are now. So from all those different landscapes, you got to realize that that the oppression has been there for all of us. Derek said it's supposed to be 12 degrees tonight. He said, "What the F?" You mean before they wiped the internet gone. I didn't want to say it. I'm just saying why we can still use it, and that is something that I'm giving you. That's something that's urgent. That's not something that you just wait. Oh, I'm gonna do that like next month. That's not something that you do next month. Especially if you're not a holiday, supporter. Shit, do that shit now while you got a chance. Just do it. Because they stopped reading the books, and that's another thing. Oh, and get maybe even get a couple of old books, because you don't need like You don't need more than 10 old books to tell us, to get the story told. And I'm not suggesting that you go out and get books that cost $10,000 and stuff like that, because believe me, the real books, the ones with the information in them, a lot of them do cost that much. The ones that's probably in the Smithsonian, the ones that's in the Library of Congress and stuff like that, they probably are going to cost quite a bit. But there's places you can find some of those books. They might be rare, but there's places that you can go get them. You know what I mean? But that's what we need to do. As far as this boxing, you divisions, act like y'all all in 154. We need some smoke. We need some smoke wanters. We need somebody to declare that they want all the smoke. Even if you got to give us conditioned fighters, if you have to give us a condition to, how you're going to get all the smoke, then give us that condition. But we at least want to hear from you guys. We want to hear you say, I want all the smoke. Let's clear up this paperwork and let's get this shit cracking. We need some smoke wanters, because right now you guys are not impressing none of the people that you call old heads. And I know old heads is anybody over 30 now. Everybody's an old head all of a sudden. You're always an old head. But see, I'm going to tell you this story before I leave. I'm going to tell you the reason why before I leave right now. Is the reason that we are all old heads is because of the disrespect. We're not elder to them. We're not the OGs. We're the old heads. So they changed OGs because they didn't like that all day, because the word OG means original gangster, and they taken it a wrong way. It wasn't like you're a G, you're an OG now. Oh, he an OG now. You get 35, you're OG. So you hit 35, you're OG. It doesn't mean that you ain't necessarily got to be a gangster, but you just it's probably a bad choice of words, but old head is even worse, because what's going to be once you kids get 35, what's going to be the label for you? You calling us old heads, you're going to just be little old motherfuckers or something. They're just old motherfuckers. You're going to be really disrespected, because you're disrespecting the whole system. You're taking away from elders. You're taking away from the OGs or the original ones, the ones that got you to where you at, because without them, you wouldn't be where you at. You think you just made it on your own? Just think about it. Without your mama nursing you and getting your shitty ass diapers changed and all that, you wouldn't have made it to where you at. Y'all need to stop that, calling people old heads and shit. And I'm gonna tell you, the disrespect on that is to use terms like that is because they don't want they don't want nobody to be recognized. They want to make it seem like they made their own self, like they made their self from scratch, which is bullshit. Nobody makes themselves from scratch. You know what I mean? Ever since I was 2, I knew what I was gonna do at 2 years old. I knew I was gonna be a rapper. I knew, just get the hell out of here. And you ain't even rapper. You just mumble gumming it. And that's what y'all is. Y'all mumble gumbers. Y'all not even, I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. And y'all like, oh, dude, that shit was the lick. That was it. Oh. And you ain't even say nothing. You ain't saying nothing. All you doing is you just degrading the mumble gumbers. That's all y'all do. Y'all just mumbling. Let me throw out a rap. As soon as Derek come up with my beat, I'm going to come up with a rap. What? Y'all think I'm not lyrical? Don't get it twisted. Don't think y'all know something. Talking about shit that you ain't never done and all that, man. Stop. Rap about doing, about uplifting and doing something. Anytime somebody says rap about uplifting, again, you don't get no hits. If you rap about anything that's uplifting, you don't get no hits. You start talking about bitches, hoes, and all that, and twerking and everything else, and Alabama hot pockets and all that type of shit. Like I said, I told somebody not too long ago. I said, I'm glad, happy that I grew up the way I grew up. I said, because y'all got to do way more shit than I had to do when I was growing up. Y'all got to, this is a slash, before I go, we're going into adult talk. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Y'all got to eat it. Y'all got to eat. Y'all got to eat. Y'all got to munch from the back. There's a lot of stuff that y'all got to do that we didn't have to do when we was growing up. Y'all got to do all kinds of stuff, man. And don't Google that, because you're going to get sick if you look at Alabama Hot Pockets and all that. all the type of raunchy and rank type of stuff that y'all got to do today. Y'all do some filthy stuff today, man. Y'all do some filthy stuff. I didn't grow up having to do shit that was that filthy, man. Man, please. Y'all got to do way too much, man. Yeah, y'all call us old heads out. Y'all can call us what you want to. Once we hit that 35, I see you up in there, sir. To the flame is up in there. He's too late to even put that statement up. So we just asked about Sir Flame. Sir Flame said salute to Eagles West, salute to the chat. He said as always, he said jab that like button. All y'all naked. He said don't get naked. Eagles wear boxing. That's right. He got that. What happened? He got the fire up good. Got the 100. Where's the boxing glove? I'll say the boxing glove and always got them things up. He had Harriman write that down. He said, wait a minute, I can't even put my things up. I can't put the boxing glove up or the things today. Yep. Yeah. Derek said, yeah, try to get people to read. That's Mission Impossible, right? He said, I was watching a video where they had a sledgehammer from the 1950s and a sledgehammer from 2022. They put them under a press. The new hammer was demolished. They could not smash the old one. Yeah, that's it. But that's right, though. Derek said, that's America today. Oh, look at Sir Flame. What about that glove, Sir Flame? Sir Flame says, salute to Derek Bay. Derek Bay, salute to Sir Flame. There we go. There we go. There we go, brother. The glove. See, I got that glove. I don't know why the top of my nose itching. I ain't got, what I got. Do I got cobwebs or something? No. My skin just so sensitive. I probably scrubbed too much. I don't like to, sometimes I like to splash my face with water, but sometimes I get that cloth out, and I go cloth crazy sometimes. I be scrubbing my face like I'm a little grubby ass kid or something. I'm like, you a grown ass man. You ain't got to scrub your face like that. You gonna scrub your face. You gonna scrub your look off. Ain't gonna be nothing but eyes left scrubbing your face like that. I'm like, yeah, that's true though. I don't work no dusty ass job where I gotta scrub it up like that. I had to stop by and hit the like button. I heard that, brother. Yeah, a lot of people stopped by. They didn't come in though. Huh? Derek, no. Derek's been here. They didn't come down. I think I got a bunch of likes up here, but a lot of people, they got scared. They seen Derek in here. They get scared when they see Derek. And even like that, Derek he administrator up in here. Derek don't be clapping people like that. They got scared. But look, hey, I appreciate y'all, even though y'all didn't stop by and say hi to Igor, or y'all didn't say hi to Derek. Y'all didn't stop by. I appreciate y'all coming by at least during the holidays and y'all hit the thumbs up. Yep. But at least they came by and they hit that they hit the like button. So I appreciate that. But you guys enjoy your holiday. I'm not even sure, man. But this look, you'll get a notification though. Maybe we do something on Christmas. Who knows? We might do something on Christmas, man. But you fighters in these divisions, y'all start acting like you 154 and want all the smoke. We waiting for fighters. We waiting for the one fighter that calls out for all the smoke. Because we don't even got Earl doing that anymore. Earl wanted all the smoke, strap season, everything else, and y'all done killed Earl's spirit far as he's not even hollering for all the straps and nothing like that. Y'all are killing it. You fighters are killing it yourself. Well, I want to protect my Tank want to retire so he can help out the fighters coming up. That's admirable. I like that. If it's done earnestly, if it's done truthfully, then I like it. But if it's not being done truthfully, if it's some bullshit to get out of fighting, I don't like it. Just saying, because you're not tricking me. Like I said, because we'll find out in the end anyway. We're going to still find out. Anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me and my brother Sir Flame coming in and throwing them things up late. I'm going to catch y'all, man. Y'all have a good one. You celebrators out there. I don't know if I got to go nowhere, brother, but hopefully I don't. I mean, I don't mind, but ain't no gift giving. Ain't forget that. I'll probably bring gifts anyway. Ain't nothing wrapped. There ain't nothing wrapped. I'll bring some food or something. I ain't nothing being wrapped. Yeah, like I said, man, ain't nothing being wrapped though. They can forget that. If you want something wrapped, you better get somebody else. Because I don't do, I can bring gifts. Because I bring my own shit. Because I make it. I still got enough stuff. But I don't do that no more. I had to stop it. It just got too ridiculous and stuff. It should have been stopped. My parents should have been the one to put a halt to it. You know what I mean? But it's all these traditions. People say, "Oh, it's not bad." Yes, it is bad. It's bad when you do shit that really doesn't have no meaning. When you do shit that's purposely a lie, and even when it comes to these laws and stuff, and people calling the police, and I know I'm still here for a second, even that, somebody getting shot in their back from running a red light or something like that, come on, that's not a fucking crime. Because at one point in time, that light was not even there, and at another point in time, that light won't be there. After a while, traffic lights will be obsolete in the first place. Right? Huh. Because traffic lights is wrong in the first place. They should be in the ground, if you think about it. Why are traffic lights way up in the air? Because they need you to crash and do something. The signals, you don't need signals. What you need is a device. You need a device and a warning light that comes up in the middle of the road. It tells you to slow down. It tells you slow, and it has a timer on it, and it starts counting down how long you got to make it across that intersection. And if you come trying to fly through that intersection after that, then that's when a barrier comes up and you crush yourself for not paying attention. I'm going to catch y'all, man. Not just man, and ladies. Lala D, thank you for coming through, girl. Mm-hmm.